Welcome, culinary comrades and neighborhood noshers, to the zestiest kitchen rendezvous on the web, Neighbors Cooking. This week, we're soaking up the citrus vibes right here in beautiful Palm Springs, California, where the vibrant and vivacious Meyer lemons are hanging on the branches for their seasonal swan song. That's right, these golden globes of sweetness are at the end of their season, and it's high time to squeeze out every drop of their culinary potential. So gather around, neighbors, as we whip up a tangy and tantalizing treat that pairs the unique sweetness of Meyer lemon with the succulent sea-kissed delight of shrimp. Today, we're giving you a taste of greatness with our delectable Meyer Lemon and Shrimp Scampi. But first, let's peel back the rind of history to uncover the origins of our star ingredient, the Meyer Lemon, named after Frank Meyer, who introduced it to the United States. It's not just any citrus, it's a hybrid, believed to be a cross between a regular lemon and a mandarin orange, giving it the distinct sweet flavor that's less acidic than its zesty cousins. And what about the scampi? Well, originally scampi referred to a type of crustacean found in Italian Mediterranean waters. But here in America, land of reinvention, shrimp scampi was infused with Italian cooking techniques with our love for plump, juicy shrimp, creating a garlicky, buttery dish that's become a beloved classic. With the collision of Meyer Lemon season end and the timeless allure of shrimp scampi, we're setting the stage for a dish that's both a homage to history and a citrus-laden high five to the present. So don your aprons, zest those lemons, and let's create some neighborhood culinary magic together. Before we turn up the heat and let the flavor fiesta begin, I want to introduce a guest whose life story is as rich and flavorful as the dishes we love to share. Straight from the sun-kissed shores of Hilton Head Island in South Carolina, we have the honor of welcoming the indomitable Jacqueline James. This Southern belle is not just any guest. She's a tapestry of tenacity and triumph with a career that reads like an adventure novel. Jacqueline is a true American hero, having served our country with valor as a Marine Corps veteran. Her dedication and discipline in the military have undoubtedly played a role in the extraordinary chapters that followed. This Renaissance woman didn't stop there. She conquered the business world and swapped out her uniform for chef's whites and aprons without ever letting go of her distinguished discipline and remarkable leadership. These qualities have carried her through an illustrious journey from directing food and beverage operations at the enchanting Disney World in Orlando, where she oversaw a magical empire of dining experiences, to leading the charge at the prestigious Westin hotels and resorts. As is in her resume wasn't already dazzling enough, Jacqueline has lent her elegance and insight as a columnist at the Standard Palm Springs, stirring the minds of readers with her poignant words and her engaging perspectives. Her knack for orchestrating unforgettable experiences shines brightly as an event manager at Hawker Productions, where zeal meets zenith, creating events that resonate and brings memories that last a lifetime. Not only has she orchestrated events that people remember, Jacqueline has also championed embraced the inclusivity and celebration as a beverage director for Palm Springs Pride, pouring passion for the community and making spirits both literally and figuratively. So tie your aprons, preheat your ovens, and prepare to be inspired by a saga of success and service. Without further ado, let's welcome to our show today, Jacqueline James. Welcome, Jacqueline.
Hi, how are you?
It's good to see you.
Good to see you.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you.
I'm so excited to have you on the show.
I am so excited to be here. I've
Yeah.
watched your shows, and so this is amazing to actually be here in the kitchen element.
Well, you were on my first show when we launched, not my first show, but you were on our third season when we launched for Favorite Chef.
Right. I was a food taster.
You were one of our food tasters, and we had a great night that night, and I've been wanting to get you back. I'm a little nervous because you have so much experience in the kitchen and with food and beverage, so I'm hoping that I stand up to your standards.
Oh, you're going to be fine. You're going to be just fine.
So tell us a little bit about your history. How did you become the food and beverage manager for Disney? That's an incredible opportunity.
Wow, well, you've actually said it in a nutshell. I started with the Westin Resorts and Hotels. I was the food and beverage director there in Hilton Head Island, South Carolina. It was a 5-star, 5-diamond resort. I ran the Buried and Grill there. And through my experience at the Westin Resorts and Hotels, Disney picked me up. And You know, when Disney calls, you don't say no.
You know.
And I was very fortunate to be chosen out of 32,000 applicants to become the director of all full-service restaurants for the entire Disney complex.
That's amazing. So how many staff was that?
I was directly responsible for 3,000 staff, 210 managers and chefs.
Oh my goodness. Well, don't be mean to me.
No.
Well, today we're going to cook a shrimp scampi using Meyer's Lemon. So we're trying to get away from that tartness that lemon is typically in a scampi and make it a little sweeter. Have you made shrimp scampi before?
It's been a while.
It's been a while, but we're going to put you at the stove and have you cook a little bit for us, all right?
I'm up for the challenge.
So I'm going to have you stand over here and we're going to go through the ingredients that we're using today. So we're starting off with a pound of uncooked shrimp. And we're going to fillet those shrimp. And if you don't know how to fillet shrimp, I'm going to show you here, if I can find what I haven't done. So you just take your whole shrimp, and you're going to cut from the top, and you're going to cut through it and fillet it out. This will also help you if they haven't been deveined, to get the vein out. Some people don't mind the vein, other people hate the vein, but so you're going to fillet those shrimp. We're going to have a tablespoon of butter, a tablespoon of olive oil, 2 green onions thinly sliced, 4 cloves of garlic. We've got half a cup of reduced sodium chicken broth. We have 4 garlic cloves that have been minced. We have 2 tablespoons of Meyer's Lemon grated zest, 3 tablespoons of the juice, salt, pepper, parsley, and we have some red peppers and Parmesan. Now, believe it or not, this is going to come in at about 400 calories per person, per serving. Pretty good, huh?
Pretty good.
So we're going to get this started. So Jacqueline, I'm going to hand some ingredients off to you. This pan is already getting pretty hot. And I am going to bring over the butter and the olive oil for you. And you're going to start getting that hot for me. And I've given you some directions over here so you can kind of follow along if you want. Once that's melted, we're going to add the green onions and the shrimp. There you go. So, did you have any formal experience you had restaurant experience, but that's a big job.
Yes, I did. I spent 2 years in Johnson Wells in Charleston, South Carolina. Did my internship at Magnolia's restaurant in Charleston.
All right.
And from there, I went directly into front of house operations and owned my first restaurant.
Oh my gosh. Now, I've never owned a restaurant. It's never been actually my driving force in the kitchen. I think it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. It is a lot of work. I've done quite a few.
Yeah. And you were in the Marine Corps.
Yes.
So how long were you in the Marine Corps?
6 years.
6 years. All right. Well, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
I think it's an important thing that our community knows that, we have had people in the military, and it's a valuable thing, and it's a valuable experience, right? It gave you a lot of foundation.
They taught me a lot.
I can see you in the kitchen going, stand at attention!
True.
Get your little whip out.
True.
All right, we're going to put that green onions in next. We don't want the pan to be too hot because we don't want the butter to burn. So Jacqueline next is going to put in the shrimp. And we filleted those out, so we're not going to just pour them in. We're going to lay them in. All right. And they've been filleted already. You don't have to fillet your shrimp if you don't want to fillet your shrimp. If you just want to use a whole shrimp, you can. We've taken the tails off also because since this is going into a pasta, you don't want your guests to be at your table trying to pull off the end of their shrimp. Makes it really messy and not as much fun for pasta. So we're going to put those shrimp in, and they're going to just take a couple minutes on each side. Don't overcook shrimp. When you put it in your pan, you probably want to do about 2 minutes on each side or 3 minutes. Don't keep turning them because if you continue to turn them, they will get tough.
They'll get rubbery.
They will get rubbery. It smells already delicious.
It smells wonderful.
We've also done some linguine that we're going to add to it. I put some fresh linguine. If you really want to make pasta, you go for it. It's a lot of work and you will not find me making pasta. And there's some great fresh pastas that you can buy, but you can also use grains. You could use whole wheat pasta. You could use you could use couscous. You could, anything that you want to put this on top of will go with it probably just fine. And be delicious. And this is such a low-calorie recipe that if you go with healthier grains, you're just going to reduce the amount of calories. There's no cream in shrimp scampi. There's only the lemon juice and the chicken stock. Now, when you're using chicken stock, get good chicken stock. If you buy that box stuff, it's not good chicken stock. I'll show you what I like to use. So this is called Zoop. I think you can see that. And this is really good enough to drink, is what it says on the label, and it is. So this is true great chicken stock that will make the difference in your flavor. I always say on the show, don't compromise in flavor, because compromise means compromise. And you want to be careful about the ingredients that you're adding in. The cleaner the ingredient, the better your flavor is going to be, and you're going to be happy with how it comes out. Yeah. So as those finish up, we're going to pull them out and put them back into this container. Okay. Those look so good.
They do.
We need to turn the heat up a little.
Just a little.
All right. You need any more butter?
I think they're doing okay.
Doing okay?
Yep.
So you don't need a lot of butter, you don't need a lot of oil. That's not what this dish is about. This is about a really healthy, nutritious meal. And shrimp is by far one of my most favorite proteins that you can have out there. I'm not a big beef eater. I do occasionally eat some prime rib or a steak. Makes me very manly. But I prefer, Joe is like, ah! You know, you all know Joe, he gives me all these winks and nods and smiles and laughs at me on the other side of the camera, which makes it very hard on this side of the camera. But I do appreciate him. So we've got that going. Those look delicious. So just start pulling them out as you need to. Now we're going to add to that, what's next on our directions after we get those done? We're going to add the broth.
Yep, the broth.
The lemon juice.
Yep.
The pepper, salt, pretty much everything. So we're going to put all the rest of the ingredients in once we have these shrimps done. And if the shrimps aren't fully done, it's okay, because we're going to put them back into this hot, juicy, lemony Meyer's lemon sauce that we're going to make, and they'll finish cooking up.
Correct.
So good. All right. So next in, we are going to add the chicken broth. I think we'll add the garlic first.
There you go. Almost out there.
Get that line going.
Yes, sir.
I expect a yes, chef.
Yes, chef. Well, there we go.
All right, we're going to put the garlic in. The rest of that out of there. All right. We're going to add the chicken broth. Just a little. We're going to add our chicken broth. We're going to bring that to a boil. We're going to add our salt and our pepper, our lemon zest,
Yes.
our lemon juice.
Oh, it smells so good.
So with the lemons, you can actually get enough lemon juice out of one lemon. And if you're going to squeeze it, you can either use I just squeeze it, and you're going to get a lot of juice out of a Meyer's lemon than you would out of a regular lemon. And you can see the difference in colors. This one almost looks like a mandarin orange next to a regular lemon. So it's a unique blend. So don't buy them accidentally and think you're mandarin oranges, because you will be disappointed. And the next thing we're going to add is red pepper flakes. Stir that in. So you and I had some time at the Food and Wine Festival.
Yes.
Jacqueline with Hawker Productions helped put on the Food and Wine Festival here in Palm Springs last year, and I was so honored to get to be a presenting chef.
You did a great job. It was amazing.
I was like the first one too. Like I was first up. It was like really full of stress. But it was a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to doing it again. Hopefully you'll invite me back.
Yes, we will have you back.
I appreciate that. Sure. All right, and we're going to add a little bit of parsley in. We're going to save a little bit of parsley for the end. And that should be...
Oh, the aroma is just amazing.
Smells amazing. So we're going to put all of those shrimp back into the sauce. This is going to be a quick show tonight because it's such an easy recipe to make. You can have this done in about 15 minutes. Do your prep work in advance. It'll save you some time. Saves us lots of time here in the kitchen. Oh, that looks so good. It does. So there's about a pound of shrimp here, so about 25 shrimp, I guess, depending on the size and the quality that you purchase. I purchased these already shelled, so I didn't have to go through all the headaches of shelling them. I deveined them the best I could. There's probably still a few left, but they won't kill you. Most people that devein are because they are vegetarians and they don't want the blood vessel that's going through the shrimp. But it still went through the shrimp, right?
Right.
So let's get that all coated up and all delicious in there.
Good.
And then we've got this linguine. Yes. Let me borrow those tongs from you.
There you go.
All right, we've got this great linguine here. We're going to put into a bowl, and we're going to take some of that sauce. Just a little bit. Let's see if we got a spoon here. We're just going to kind of coat. There we go. We're just going to put a little bit to coat the pasta. There we go. All right. And I'm going to borrow those tongs from you again. So when we're going to serve this, going to get our bowl. So you can just take your tongs and you can kind of roll around and get a knife. That didn't work so well, but I'll just put a little bit more in. There we go. And then we're going to take some of these shrimp, put them in on top.
That looks so good.
So about 5 shrimp per serving should be ample for your guests. Okay, a little bit of this great sauce over the top.
Oops. It doesn't take much sauce.
Doesn't take much sauce. Come on, stay where I want you. All right, I'm going to leave that with you for a second.
Can you go ahead and turn this off?
Yeah, go ahead and turn it off. So there we have that. We're going to add some Parmesan cheese to the top.
Oh, I love the Parmesan.
Some parsley. And I'm going to add a few extra red pepper flakes. Just for no reason at all. Except I can't find them, so we're not out of there. All right. There we go. We're going to add a few red pepper flakes. There's some color. And there we go.
Wow.
So we have this beautiful, delicious Meyer Lemon Shrimp Scampi. I'm going to get a fork and let Jacqueline have the pleasure of the first taste.
I get to taste it first. Huh?
You get to taste it first.
Oh, wow. Oh, this looks so wonderful. Let's see.
Pasta in there, make a mess of your face.
I know.
She's being all delicate.
Okay, here we go.
All right. There we go. Come on, you know how to get some pasta up on a fork. There we go. All right, use your fingers.
There.
There we go. Good?
That is absolutely delicious, and you can taste that Meyer lemon.
Can't you? It makes a huge difference from a regular
It's
lemon.
not overpowering. It's just very subtle, but it makes it.
Good. Well, I've got a 5-star chef telling me we got a 5-star recipe. So, as my guests prepare to sit and to savor our meal tonight, we come to the end of a truly memorable episode here on Neighbors Cooking. Our heartfelt thanks go out to the immensely talented and inspiring Jacqueline James for gracing our kitchen with her presence and stories that truly add that special spice to our lives. Friends, it's not just about the recipes we share, it's about the bonds we forge and the community we nourish. If Jacqueline's journey has stirred your spirit as it has ours, show us some love. Hit that share button, give us a like, and let the world know about the wonderful flavors we're cooking up here at Neighbors Cooking. And of course, should you saute your way through today's featured recipe, we would be absolutely delighted to see your culinary creations. Snap a photo, share it, and tag Neighbors Cooking, and let us feast on your creations with our eyes. Remember, each dish you make is an extension of your story. Much like Jacqueline's inspiring chapters, whether you're a gourmet guru or an amateur with an apron, every slice, dice, and stir is an addition to the great recipe of community that we share here at Neighbors Cooking. Until next time, keep the oven warm, your heart open, and your camera ready. We'll be waiting to see those delicious dishes under the tags Neighbors Cooking. Bon appetit, and I'll see you next week in the kitchen. Bye.